Hey my friends and welcome, it's Deb from Bowl Me Over. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to make a super easy cake. It is a no-bake cake. It's perfect for summer, it's perfect for cookouts, if you're having a barbecue, a potluck. This will check off all the boxes. I think you're going to really love it, especially if you like snickerdoodles, because this is my snickerdoodle icebox cake. Let me walk you through what we're gonna need, and if you don't catch everything, don't worry. I'll put everything below in the comments, so just don't forget to check those. But what you're gonna need is a box, and for this, you don't have to, but I use the cinnamon graham crackers because I really wanna drive that snickerdoodle flavor home. We're gonna use some brown sugar and some cinnamon, a couple boxes of instant vanilla pudding, a Cool Whip, and some evaporated milk. If you don't have evaporated milk, you can use regular milk. That's totally cool, but you just have to remember it needs to be cold. I already opened mine, so I'm just going to set those up here aside. But this is super simple, so let's get started. I think you're going to really like it though. It's good. All right, so to get started, we're just going to take our pudding and put it in our bowl and just do the regular stuff. So let's do that first. There goes one. And number two. So you guys have plans for this summer? Leave a comment below. Tell me what your plans are for this summer. We just got back from a trip to Sacramento. We had like 3 days there. It was super fun. Got to see a whole bunch of people. Missed a few, but we'll go back again later on this summer and visit a little more. My brother's down there, great friends down there. So Dan has friends down there. So to the instant pudding, we're gonna add the brown sugar, and that was a tablespoon, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. Set that aside. I'm gonna plug in my mixer. I have had this guy forever. Let's see. I'm just gonna kind of zhuzh it around first, break up the brown sugar lumps. And we want to beat this for 2 minutes. So just be patient with me. We're gonna pour in the milk as we beat the pudding, and I'll be back in just a few. I always set my timer because what seems like 2 minutes is rarely that much time. So I'm just gonna I just set my timer really quick. Okay, so we beat the pudding and the cinnamon sugar mixture for 2 minutes. You can see it's starting to gel and get firm. So the next thing we need to do, this is just so silly easy, is add our Cool Whip. And we're just gonna fold it in. And you know, the other thing I was gonna say, when you're beating the pudding, make sure you're just not in the middle. Make sure you pull it around. You see me kind of doing that in the video. Pull it around, get the sides. You know, if you're really ambitious, you'd stop the blender and actually, you know, like scrape the bottom. But I'm not worried. I know that I did a good job kind of going around it. So, okay. So now we're gonna fold the Cool Whip into the pudding mixture. And I'm just going down to the bottom of the bowl and pulling it up because I don't want to deflate the Cool Whip. That's all the creamy goodness in there. You guys are going to laugh because this is so easy. So easy and just perfect for the summer. When I made this for my folks, they were like, that's dangerous. It's just so simple. Okay, that looks pretty good. There's a few streaks, that doesn't matter. We just want to kind of make sure everything's folded in. That looks great. See, doesn't that look luscious? Awesome. Okay. Gonna set that aside. Now comes the fun part. So the next step is we simply need to layer it into our casserole dish. And let me get my graham crackers out. We're gonna end up using probably about 2/3 of this box. So let's just kind of see where we're at. I'm not gonna open all of them, but I am gonna open 2. And let's see here, quick sec. Okay, so what we want to do to start things off is we want to put a layer, just a really thin layer of this pillowy goodness on the bottom of the casserole dish, because we want the layers, or the first layer of cinnamon graham crackers to stick and not kind of roll around. And this is a 9 by, I think it's 9 by 11 pan, and it fits perfectly. It's a little bit smaller than your average casserole dish. So check that out. It's perfect, exactly what we want. All right, so another layer. It's kind of magic what happens in the refrigerator. All those layers of pudding and the graham crackers just kind of come together into what looks like a little cake. It's not going to be runny when you serve it. It stays like a cake. So another layer of graham crackers. And as I had mentioned before, you can use, I like to use evaporated milk because evaporated milk will make this really, really creamy. Milk is fine too. You can certainly use milk, but I just like that extra creaminess that the evaporated milk brings. But regardless of what you use, it needs to be cold, it needs to be super cold. And so I just put the cans of evaporated milk into the refrigerator the night before. That's all you need to do. All right, so another layer, more graham crackers. And I think we're gonna use all of them this time. The first time I made it, I think I made just like 3 layers, and I found out the more layers, the more fun, right? So, more. And spread that around. That's perfect. We're going to need 6 more. It's just funny though how it turns into this perfect little cake if you've never made an icebox cake. And I like this because a lot of them are just like the plain vanilla, and I'm a big fan of Snickerdoodles. It's actually Dan's favorite cookie, so this one's right for his heart. Okay. I think, let's see here. We're gonna add, we wanna finish with a layer of pudding. So even though there's a lot of pudding in here, we're gonna add that all to the top. Just spoon it all in. And that looks amazing. The perfect top layer. Okay. That's all we do for this. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. I'm gonna let it sit for, overnight's great. 6-8 hours is perfect, so it's the morning. I'm gonna come back this afternoon and I'm gonna show you how to decorate this cake, and then we're gonna have a slice and we're gonna see what you think. Back in a bit. Just covered it lightly with the press and seal, and that'll just keep a film from forming on the top. I'm gonna put this in the fridge. We'll see you in a few. Okay guys, who is ready for some cake? So this has been in the refrigerator since this morning, so about 8 hours now. It's set up really nicely, looks absolutely fabulous. And now it's time to decorate. And if you're wondering, like, how do you decorate this? You could do a couple of things. On the blog, I show it with some crunched up graham crackers and some cinnamon. I really like the cinnamon. It just is so pretty. So I'm just gonna pour some into my, because I could, here, I'm gonna do it, just kind of stick it there. I just think it looks so pretty with the cinnamon over it. And it doesn't take much, but using the little strainer thing, sieve, just makes it so it's so pretty. Maybe a touch more. I'm just not as talented as there we go, my food photographer. She just does such an amazing job when she does everything. Okay, does that not look good or what? You could also just crunch up some, like some of the graham crackers if you'd prefer. Now, what's always amazing to me with an icebox cake is just how much it looks like cake when it's done. So I'm just gonna get a little piece here. And the first piece is always the hardest, so we'll see how I do. Yep, that looks just about perfect. Oh my goodness. Doesn't that look great? Yum. Mmm. It is so light and so creamy. All that cinnamon and brown sugar in with the vanilla pudding. Tastes just like your favorite cookie. Guys, I hope you make this really soon. It is so yummy. It's such a little treat. It's perfect for, like we had said earlier, cookouts or barbecues. You're going over for a potluck. And it took 5 minutes to make. Anything that I can make ahead like that and then just set up in the refrigerator all day, go about my day, that's a huge win. Don't you agree? It must be good. That's like my fourth one. Goodness, yum, yum, yum. I hope you try it soon, okay? And now don't forget, all the information is below. You'll find me at bowlmeover.com. Always appreciate a like and a follow, a subscribe down below. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. I do appreciate those. I answer everything personally, all my emails, all my comments on YouTube. I answer all that personally, so please let me know. If you haven't already, subscribe to the blog. You'll get recipes like this delivered every day, and they're all good. They're all home tested, home approved. We do our homework here. So anyway, have a fabulous day. Thanks for watching me today. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.